Whenever I start drawing, I always search for a reference so that I can have like a very rough image of what I want to work with. Here in this instance, I'm drawing Jacob and I wanted him to drink out of a bottle. It's not an easy pose to draw, and so yeah, that reference was really needed. But as you can see, like I change up the reference so that it's exactly matching what I have in my head. I add like a towel on his shoulder, I make him broader, I actually change his anatomy quite a bit. Also, his expression is totally different since, you know, it has to look like Jacob and not the reference itself. As you can see, like I had the very rough draft first, and now I'm busy with my second sketch phase, just to have a clear template for my line art. And when that is done, I'm starting with the line art. This is like the part I like the least, actually, because it is very time consuming, and it takes a lot of time. For the bottle, I actually copy-pasted a couple of circles just so that the perspective would be correct, because like drawing perfect circles is not easy. The difficult thing with line art is usually deciding where to put a line and where not to put a line. I think beginners usually tend to just put lines everywhere, especially in the face, you know, when you have like those cheeks lines next to the nose. Beginners tend to draw those lines, but I experienced that not drawing them is actually more flattering, and that goes for actually a lot of things. Doing the line art correctly is also always a question of knowing where to put a line and where to put an empty space to connect the lines. So you can see in the t-shirt there's like I don't draw the whole line. Sometimes I draw a part of the line, I keep a space empty, and then I continue the line to give more dynamic to the line itself. So now I'm starting with flat colors. Usually this stage of the drawing is where I decide my color palette, and for this drawing specifically I was struggling with the choice of making it a white t-shirt or a green t-shirt, because I wanted the t-shirt to be slightly transparent so that we could see his skin, but it didn't look good in the end, so I ended up choosing green for his t-shirt. At this stage I am done choosing the flats, so I did adding some texture to the skin, which means like the redness in the cheeks and in the hands, and also like the veins in the forearm. That usually doesn't take that long, so I immediately goes to the shading, and usually this is just a question of like trying to find a light source and respecting that light source to complement the shape as best as I can. Oh, now I'm adding the highlights and a little bit of bloom on top of the highlight just to give it like some life, and adding a backlight here to make it pop a bit more. Here I'm trying to make his skin a bit more shiny, adding some steam here and there. Adding some humidity, and that's it.